Bonsoir mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à notre show Chercher l'artiste. Ce soir, j'ai un ami qui est revenu nous visiter, un ami spécial qui va nous parler de tout ce qu'il fait et encore, il a des nouveautés dans tout ce qu'il fait. Alors, je n'attends pas, je vous présente Bacheler. Ladies and gentlemen, Bacheler, welcome to Island TV. Such a pleasure to have you on Chercher l'Artiste.
Merci Les. Pleasure to be back. I'm content.
I'm content. Quelle langue vous voulez nous faire interview en créole ou bien en
créole, anglais?
Okay, and you know, I saw you at the big party Nula in South Beach.
Yes.
And I've heard that you had a lot of things coming up. So you're going to be first. Let's let us know, our viewers, who you are exactly.
Yeah, my name is Bacheler, and I'm an artist. I do different kind of art. I started from architecture to fashion, illustration.
Yes.
Now music.
Yeah.
I'm an artist.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And I know you're going to be doing presentation for Art Basel.
Yes.
So we'll be talking about that too.
Yeah, definitely.
So from last time I saw you.
Yes.
You were coming out with an album. How did that come out?
With an EP. Yes. So from last time I dropped my EP, just like one of my idol, Lil Wayne. And Kanye, so I'm creating this series where it plays along my name, Eligible Bachelor. So I dropped the volume 1 at the beginning of the year, and now I'm working on the second one. I'm dropping it in November.
That's and how many tracks is there going to be?
Eight tracks.
Eight tracks.
So the first one had eight tracks. And then the second one's gonna have 8 tracks, and then in February I'm dropping another 8 tracks.
That's great. That's fantastic. And eventually you can do a compilation of all your
just like like Lil Wayne did the Carter 1, the Carter 2.
Correct.
So I'm creating this EP series where it's Eligible Bachelor Volume 1, Eligible Bachelor Volume 2, Still a Bachelor.
Still a Bachelor. Still a Bachelor.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. I've been dropping some singles. I have a song called Zenchine, which is in English, Creole, French, and Russian.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you sing in Russian?
Because my producer is Russian as well.
So you do it phonetically, like I do?
No, I actually learned the words.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Me, I learned Italian phonetically.
Oh, really?
I mean, the song. I know one song. No, I know a couple of songs, but one of them is "Dammi il tuo amore, non chiedermi niente," but I have no clue what it means.
No. Because my producer, he's Russian, so we always exchange in each other's language. So when the idea came for that song, I was like, yeah, we should do like the hook in Russian, and it works.
I'm sure your sound is going to go very well in Russia.
Thank you.
Very well.
We're working on that.
Very well. Because I remembered when we dropped one of my albums and it did so well overseas in countries I was not expecting.
Same here.
Algeria. I was #1 in Algeria. Turkey.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, wow, what's up with this? This is great. But that's fantastic. Russia is a big market, you know?
It's a big market.
And they have great dance sound.
Yes. So one of the things that I realized when I started working with my producer is how you will never think about it, but how two cultures are so you will think like you have nothing in common with Russia, but when we start talking about culture, the sound, the people, and you realize, there's something there, there's a connection there. And then that's why my type of music, we call it, the genre of music, we call it Afro Soul, Caribbean Afro Soul, which is a fusion of of my background, Caribbean music, a little bit of Afro, Amapiano, pop, and of course soul music.
I bet you that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope you do a record release party.
Definitely, and you're invited, of
You
course.
bet I'm going to be there. Whether I'm invited or not,
You're invited, of course.
you know I'll find out that the party is going on, and I will show up. You'll say, "Oh, I forgot to invite you."
Definitely. For the first EP, what I did different listening parties. I did a couple in Miami, and then I did some in New York. And I give people a chance to experience the music the way you're supposed to listen to it, like being in the studio and listening to the music with the right sound, with the right environment, and then where there's no distraction, all you hear for the music. And I feel like it was a beautiful experience.
And having a producer that is Russian, what has he brought to you that is new to what you knew already?
Well, I feel like when I met Vitia, we both started this journey at the same time. Like I started experimenting with music right in the middle of quarantine, and I didn't take it full. Like I didn't go all the way in until like a year and a half. So we both were trying to learn from each other as far as like the sound that we were looking for as artists, and also to try to like better ourselves as musicians. So we both want to like, we always push each other as far as like, yo, this is good, but we can do better. And it's like, yo, you should try this. It's like, you can actually sing, Bach. I'm like, I really don't feel like, it's like, no, seriously, you should definitely try to like, you know, take yourself more seriously about singing on your track. And yeah, it's been a beautiful partnership.
And do you have other voices on your tracks besides yours?
Yes, so I'm working on a couple of collabs that I'm very excited about. There's this girl, her name is Dina. She's a Haitian background, but she sings more like soulful music. She's on the album. There is my producer Stevenson, which is who's a model. He's on the album. My Don Lex. It's my EP. It's more like a playlist because it's not like one specific genre of music. It's like a journey.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
then I try to tell a story with the way the you know, people don't really invest in like the creative process or the concept about how I feel like they don't put that much thought into the conceptually when they're like a group of songs, like do they go together, will that, so for me I try to tell a story, so it's like a masterpiece. It's like from
like
A
number
to Z.
one,
Exactly.
number two,
there's
number
a relation with where the song is where the song is on the EP, and then it's a number one is there because of a reason, because and number 8 is there because of a reason as well. I'm excited about it.
So it's like your kids. There is not one specific song that you like the most?
I do, like, you know, I do. There's this song that I'm dropping this month. It's called Dans mes pensées.
Dans mes pensées?
Yeah.
So it has French and
yeah, all my songs, I sing at least 3 languages. Like, for me, I feel like it's a representation of who I am as an artist. English is my 3rd language, so I grew up speaking Creole and French, and so I try to like do like a beautiful fusion in my song when I sing. So in the song I say something like m'pa faire on tourner colère, je t'ai causé beaucoup de douleur. You see, so I try to like find the best way to like put the 3 languages.
That's a big tangent. That's a big, whoa.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really good. Now, do you feel that your audience is growing with you? Because I feel that from last time I spoke to you,
yes,
to what you're doing now, you have grown. Do you feel that you have grown?
Yes, and that's the whole point of this. The point is to be better than yesterday. And
to experience new things.
Exactly, and my people have started to notice me more, and I started to do more performances, especially in New York. It's a process, and I'm enjoying the actually, I love the process.
That's great.
Yeah.
But what kind of crowd do you think you attract?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly, because for like my last release party, I didn't know that kids love my song, you know. So, and you know.
And don't take that as a bad thing. On the contrary, take it as a good thing.
I love it. I love it because I love it. I have friends that tells me like, actually, to tell you a funny story, one of the most beautiful things that happened to me since I've been in this music journey. One of my friends, so his wife called me and told me that, Bash, you know, my son has this project, and he has to talk about a black artist who inspired him for Black History Month, and he picked you. I was like, get out of here!
That's wonderful.
And I was like, it was such a humble experience.
That's wonderful, but that has to prove to you too that you cannot put anything out there.
Yes, definitely.
And you can't put, you know, you gotta understand that you're influencing a new generation too.
Yes, definitely.
But listen, we're gonna take a little pause.
Okay.
We're gonna take just a quick pause, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Are you ready to party?
Everyone's feeling the strain of having to pinch pennies. So I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money. I can actually have ownership and knowledge over my power bill.
At Calixte Medical Center, we're your partners in health and wellness. Located in Miramar, Florida, we're your destination for medical care. Our team of experienced professionals specializes in primary care, podiatry, multivitamin IV, and non-invasive weight loss treatments. Trust Calixte Medical Center for all your medical needs. Contact us today to schedule an appointment and take the first step towards a healthier, happier you.
Right now at City Furniture, we'll give you 60 months special financing with no down payment and free shipping. Why? So everyone can live like this.
Hey, moi c'est Patrick Kenyansi on the air. Ou ap gade Island TV.
Everyone's feeling the strain of having to pinch pennies. So I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money. I can actually have ownership and knowledge over my power bill.
Are you ready to party?
And ladies and gentlemen, we're back with our guest bachelor and bachelor, eligible bachelor, but still bachelor. For the moment, we have bachelor. So we were talking about kids and the influence that you have on kids. Very important. I also had a very young child that it was his birthday, and when he asked his dad, when his dad asked him, "Who would you like to play at your birthday party?" and he said, "Boom Boom."
No way.
And the dad said, cool. "How am I going to afford Boom Boom?"
That is so cool. Yeah, it's like I've been so blessed.
That's really wonderful.
One of my friends got married, and he was like, "Yo, my wife wants you to perform Moon at her wedding." I'm like, Get out of here. It's like, no, seriously, my wife wants you to perform Moon at the wedding. It was a Nigerian wedding. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's my following varies, you know, from like
it's
from
good.
kids to girls.
That is
to like,
excellent. That's excellent because you get to share what you have
Yes.
with everything, every race, every nationality, every nation.
Yes.
Like you were saying earlier, we wouldn't think that we have anything in common with Russians.
Russian, yeah.
You know.
I mean, culture is something that is universal, you know, and then we live in a world where we are so connected, and the more open we are about other culture, the more learning, the more we can learn, the more we can grow. And I feel like this is something that I've always been curious about, like other cultures, other people. I always say, like, if I had to have a superpower, I would love to speak every language. Every language
I
is
don't
in
know
the
if
universe.
I would, but
I would love to.
I
would love
think
to.
I'd have a pretty hard time living in Russia.
I don't know about living there.
I don't think I could.
I don't know about living there, but I appreciate the culture. It's just like the same thing that if you like go to, like, you know, Haiti, and then you go to like the La Campagne. I don't know if I want to live there, but I wouldn't mind spending a full week and being captivating by the culture and learning.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't know if I could live a week in Haiti. But wait,
you can.
I could do some damages, believe me. I could go to Haiti, I could go to the Cameroon for a week, okay? I could go to Cape Haitian for a week. I could live in Haiti, but I wouldn't pass by.
When I go to Haiti, I like to connect with the people. I like to connect with the people, man. Like, I like to talk, photograph, and really feel like, because I feel like I don't know about the generation now, but I feel like, you know, Haiti, for a lot of Haitian, it's Mbak wè nou découvri Haïti assez.
Non, nous pas découvrir. Nous gen moun qui te avant nous qui ba nous des belles bagailles que nous pas utiliser. Que nous pas utiliser parce que nouvelle génération li pas kon bonne belle bagaille ça yo que nous te gen.
Exactly.
Yo pas exploiter.
Yeah.
Bon, kounya, I have to go back to English.
Okay, let's
You
go.
told me that you're going to be dropping a book.
Yeah.
So tell me about the idea of the book. How did it come?
I mean, I've photography. It's always been a passion of mine. Mm-hmm. I always call photography my mistress.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because every time I feel stuck into any art that I practice at the moment, mm-hmm. I always go back to photography for inspiration. Mm-hmm. And I've been having this idea of dropping a coffee table book, and I feel like it's about time.
When you say a coffee table, do you have a specific subject or a progression of what you're going to put in there? You don't know that?
Yes, I do. Mostly black and white, and it's mostly like pictures that I've taken for the past five years, and I want to share it with people. But also, what I want to do is for every picture, I wanna write like one or two sentences about the picture,
the story,
with my handwriting.
And that's nice. And what inspired you? What does the picture do for you when you see it?
The picture is just like any other art that I do. Yeah. Pictures is just like I wanna see it. You know, one time a person told me, like, you know, one thing about your pictures is because they expose people for who they are, and I feel like that's what pictures are supposed to be doing.
Yes,
it's not
definitely.
supposed to, like, I'm not a magician. I'm supposed to capture a moment in your life that it's up to me how I capture this moment and make it look like.
Yeah.
So for Art Basel, like that's the goal. That's one of my artistic project for Basel.
Wow. And Basel is in November, isn't it?
No, December. First week of December, yeah.
Oh, it's been a year already?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's so
God, we're getting old. We're getting old. Okay. Now, besides the book, what else are you working on?
Now it's fully my music. Eligible Bachelor. I'm dropping Dans mes pensées in a couple of weeks. working on dropping the album in November. The album is 8 songs, and so Eligible Bachelor, when I say Eligible Bachelor, people think it's about like me being a player, me having girls.
Right.
But Eligible Bachelor is to be eligible to receive and to give in any aspect of life, you know, like financially, spiritually, emotionally, and of course talking about like my experience, but also my friends' experience in my music, and this series is like still still a Bachelor, and the first one was just, you know, the opening of the story. It was just like the rhythm on the EP was very smooth. It was like very like a journey, and this one I'm experimenting more. I'm being more vulnerable, and you know.
What motivates you? What motivates you, like when you are creating a song, or if you're sitting down to write a story? What motivates you? Like
my environment.
What triggers what you're going to be writing about, talking about in a song, for example?
Dans mes pensées?
Yeah, dans mes pensées.
So what triggers dans mes pensées? The way that I go with music is very different because of like my background in other art, right? So if we talk about something and then you say something interesting, I will write it down on my note.
I do that too.
And then from that note, I'll develop that concept.
Yeah.
And then before I know it, I have like a full song. Now, when I go to New York or when I go to the studio, or when I hear a beat that fits, that I like,
and you say, this goes with those words.
I transform that concept into a song.
Correct.
So dans mes pensées, it's something that my friend was going to some crazy stuff, and we were talking about it, and you know, we were like, yo, ou même toujours dans tête ou bâche. And then I was like, okay, dans mes pensées, and then I start writing about you know, it's like it's talking about the up and down of a young man struggling to, you know, to go back to the past,
right,
to fix something but nowadays he has no choice. Yeah.
That's a great subject.
It's a great subject.
Because we always need to go back to the past.
Everybody can relate to it. Everybody can relate to it. It's not only about going back to the past, but it's also about admitting that, you know, I was wrong, I was in a bad place, and you know, and because the lyrics say, chérie en parité, focus sur le passé, moi t'es formal et ça toujours dans mes pensées. Moi voulais recommencer, moi connais m'ka sérieux, montrer m'chimé dans cœur, t'en prie m'a supplié. Dis-moi ça en
do you think that if you could go back to the past, would you have traded all what you've learned to be where you are today?
No, it's the past is,
even though you might have hurt sometimes.
No, because the past is the past for a reason. I feel like the past shapes us for who we are right now, and we all have to go through it. It's like you cannot go back to another universe and change your past because it's gonna affect today.
Yeah, definitely.
All we can do is take the lessons and move on.
And you know what? This moment will not repeat it again.
Exactly.
Another moment will probably repeat itself.
Exactly.
But
it's a good thing to reflect on it. You know, it's a good thing to reflect and learn, and say, okay, like, you know, when I take a setback and I'm in my thoughts, having my glass of rum and then I think about, like, it's like the same thing. If you're an athlete and you go and you rewatch the tape, you're like, oh, this is what I could have done wrong, what I could have done right.
Yeah.
But you cannot go back to the game and do it. It's a learning process.
Right.
And I feel like it's the same with human, with love, with everything we do in life.
I would need a construction company if I had to go to my a construction company with trucks and bulldozers and to dig and clean and throw, and if I were to have to go to the past. But I have a song called No Regret. I have no regrets.
No regrets
whatsoever.
You cannot.
Do you have any regrets?
No. I have lessons. I take the lessons, but talking about regrets is just like, when we do stuff in life, there's a lot that has to do with it. There's an environment, situation, and sometimes we are not equipped with the right tools to deal with certain things.
Correct.
It's like, as a young man, as a Haitian, as a black man, in this country, it's just like and as a human, first of all, you're gonna stumble. This is why we fall, is to get back up. So
and so what advice would you give to other artists that are struggling and that haven't found their path yet?
It's to believe in your purpose
and in your vision.
In your vision, exactly. And it's not an easy route to be an artist.
It is a hard.
It's very hard. Look, for me to find music, I have to go through like different paths before I get to music.
Yeah.
And before you start, like, people gonna tell, why you doing this? Why you doing this? And you have to stay true to yourself and to your vision, and you have to love it as well. That's also, you have to love it. Because if you don't love it, you're gonna get it a certain thing. You're gonna, oh Lord, I don't know why I'm doing this. Why do I do this? But you have to love it.
Do you ever feel that you have to do something shocking that shocks people to get the attention that you need?
I never feel like that. I always feel like I need to stay myself. I don't need to shock everybody.
That's good.
I don't like. I do. The music that I do is music that I love. Is music that I know can resonate with people, and I don't have to go out of character to go impress people. Yeah. That's not the role of the artist.
And your fans know exactly who you are.
Yeah. And
they know who you are.
The thing is, this is why people, and I think I said this the last time, I create because I love it. I create because it's my purpose in life. Mm-hmm. But I don't create with the intention that whatever else come with it, it's just like blessings, and those are add-ons to all of the gifts that God has given me, and I want to share with the world. But for me, I'm not like desperate for people's attention or desperate to I'm enjoying the process, and I'm enjoying. It's the little things for me, like me performing at my friend's wedding.
Yeah, that must be something.
It's the kids
that's beautiful,
picking me to as their role model. For me, that's my win.
That's
I don't have to do anything out of character to impress people.
Excellent. Listen, our show is coming to an end. It was such a pleasure having you today.
Always a
I
pleasure
really
to be
want to
here.
wish you the best. Really, thanks for my present.
Mille merci.
And you'll be dans ma pensée.
You have to, when the song drops, you have to listen to it and tell me what you think.
I hope you can send us a little video or something.
Definitely.
Eventually.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pleasure being with you. We'll see you next Sunday at the same time. Cherchez l'Artiste on Island TV. I'm Leslie Dalencour. My guest today is Bachelor. And we'll see you next Sunday. I love you.